Hello. So, as much as this course is about pleasure and play and beautiful, yummy, delicious emotions, the reality is we have a plethora of emotions. And when we suppress the emotions that we don't want to feel sometimes, oftentimes they will manifest themselves in our current reality and what we're seeing. Our subconscious, right, is our 95% of our subconscious is our reality. So when we suppress these emotions and we store them into our subconscious, that's oftentimes what we're seeing. So it is so freaking important to be able to allow ourselves to express the emotions that oftentimes don't feel good. So these are emotional release techniques to prevent you from lashing out at your partner or your kids or your boss, right? You can actually use tools to help you release these emotions in a beneficial way that will serve you. So I'm going to show you a couple of different options to do. And this is meant for you to really allow yourselves to go there and not judge or guilt or shame yourself. Like, use these tools and give yourself this sacred time to release. And I'll also share like a playlist that maybe helps you channel in those emotions of anger or rage or grief or fear or jealousy or sadness, whatever it may be. But like, these are really these are great for letting out anger, rage, aggression, grief in a healthy way. So I'm going to show you a few. The first is going to be with the pillow. Actually, first we're going to do a hand scream. So I'm going to move this back. Okay, hopefully you can see me here. So, excuse me. Okay, so a hand scream. When you're feeling, and you could do, honestly, like I will do this, like I'll go to the bathroom or excuse myself somewhere and just like get it out, because this is like a simple, really quick tool that you could do in person. But essentially, you're gonna put one hand over the other, one palm over the other, and you're gonna cover your mouth. And when you cover your mouth, you're gonna bend over and you're going to scream and shake your hips. So like this. As many times as you need. No one can really hear you. Go to the bathroom, go excuse yourself, and that is just gonna help you release any like negative, stuck, stale, lower vibrational emotions that you have. That's my favorite one. That's the hand scream. Okay, next, we're going to use this pillow for a couple of different things. So another way would be to scream into a pillow. This. Excuse me if you saw my breaths. Just like that. So there are two ways, the hand scream or the pillow scream. The next thing that we're going to do with the pillow is we are going to actually, and sorry if you're going to see my breast here, but we're going to punch this pillow, okay? So we're going to take one fist and you're going to go like this. Come back out here. This, like this, okay? You want to make sure that your thumbs are like this. And we're going to hit here, not with our hand. We're going to hit here, okay? And we're going to make sure that we're going bringing our whole body down with us, okay? And we're going to go back. So feel free to make some noise. just like that. The next thing we're gonna do, you can either stand with this or you can be on your bed. And you can hold, this pillow is a little flimsy. You wanna grab a firm pillow if possible. So you can either hold it like this or you can stand, and you're actually going to thrust this pillow. You're gonna like fuck it, essentially. This is really good for anger, rage. I know, like for me, a lot of emotions came up when I was doing this, when thinking about my rape, right? And like taking my power back, essentially, through this pillow, right? So like not really thinking about the person that did it, just thinking about taking my power back in this moment. So you can either do it on your bed or just like this, and you're going to and oftentimes I'll find myself when I'm doing that either on the bed, or you can do, so you can thrust that way, or you can do and I found myself when I was at ISTA, was where I learned these emotional release tools, which is the International School of Temple of Arts, that when I was doing this, that or this, that I was actually saying like, fuck you. Like I would really get into it and fuck you. And this is the time, right? It's like keep these emotions in, and then when your husband or your kid says something that triggers you out of nowhere, you unleash on them, or you do it in a way that is productive in helping you release, that serves you, right? So we have this way, hitting the pillow. We have the thrusting of the pillow, either standing or on the bed. You have the hand scream. You have a pillow scream. Another thing that you can do, and try all these out on for size, right? Like one or two may resonate with you more than others. That's the point of showing you options here. Another would be like marching. So keeping your elbows in, close to you. You lift the opposite hand and leg, okay? So march, or however, whatever wants to come out, right? So you can either slow or fast. Another thing that you can do is a temper tantrum. You can like you're having a tantrum, like a kid. Or you could just, I would say, vocalize. Vocal toning, like using your voice, is so powerful and profound, and it helps you open up your throat chakra, right? So we want to be authentically expressing ourselves, so being able to make noises or sounds is great. And then the last one is a fawn response. So this would be breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Squeeze your whole body together and squeeze as tight as you can with your mouth shut. And just squeeze and hold that breath until you have to breathe in. And when you do, you're breathing in, and now you're breathing out. Holding the breath, squeezing until you breathe in, and then breathe out. on the last one, you just lay. Any one of these practices are incredible emotional release tools that will help you channel whatever feelings are coming up that you've been suppressing for a long time, that you don't want to feel. But this is going to help you feel them, release them, to make space for more love and joy and pleasure in your life. Because the more that we suppress them and push them down, it manifests itself in ways that we don't like. And then it comes out in ways that hurt people. So these are really, really beautiful practices. And I also want to just note, if you're in the middle of like a panic attack or you're having a trauma response currently, don't do these tools then. This is not gonna, this will not serve you when you're having a moment, when you're like reliving a moment of trauma. This is like, I've been feeling this anger and rage inside me. I know for me particular, I have like anger and rage that I was using in a way that wasn't serving me. It was hurting people, but then I suppressed it. So I'm like trapped, I'm feeling trapped, this like anger, and I just want to fully fucking express myself. Ah! Right? Oh, another one is like wailing. Is just like this. Like just allowing yourself a safe space to let it out. It's going to feel so good. You may feel energy depleted afterwards, but it's going to feel good to get this stuff out. Because emotions are energy in motion, and when the energy in motion gets trapped in your body, that causes disease, that causes stress, it causes panic, it causes tension, it causes a whole slew of things. I will leave these down in the notes explaining which one is each and the benefit. And if you have questions about it, please let me know. And then when we connect this week on the call, I want to hear from you which practices you utilize or which one resonated with you more and that you feel that you could bring into a practice daily or weekly or just bringing it into your life. Okay, so much love. Mwah.